we will be exploring the world of drugs, the complex issues raised by drugs in our society, and particularly the rising concern with drug use among children in elementary and junior high schools. Now you may say, this doesn't concern me, or my children, or my community, but this is less and less true. We found that if you ask any child in this age range, do you know other children who are using drugs? The answer is usually yes. This was not true several years ago. The change has been sudden, swift, and dramatic. Now there are a host of attitudes, points of view, and information that we're all exposed to on this subject. Some confuses us, some allows us to become complacent, some disturbs us. Some is illuminating. School children hear them all and must make decisions.
I saw the tragic impact of drug abuse upon our children. And I said to myself that something ought to be done about it. People are brought before me because they have used drugs, and the penalties are very severe. And the people are treated as criminals and not as sick people.
Numerous companies we contacted were unwilling to have their commercials viewed in the context of this program. Many told us that they felt it was inappropriate to have their products seen as part of a drug-using culture. It is clear, however, that some drug advertisers describe their products in such glowing terms that our children begin to associate adult drug use with magical properties of mood change, instant relief, and other all-pervasive effects. The basic message of these and other advertisements is that the quality of life can be improved through drugs.
It's stimulating, mind-expanding, safer to use than alcohol. It's the in thing, the hula hoop of the jet generation, and as much a part of growing up as smoking corn silk behind the back fence. Such are the myths concerning marijuana. Myths that lull thousands of young people into experimenting with the noxious weed. The facts are otherwise. Marijuana is an intoxicating, mind-muddling drug. Its use can lead to abnormal behavior, to psychological dependence, and to abuse of other drugs. The human brain, after all, is made for thinking, not fumigating. It's hardly a tinker toy for experimenting with drugs.
I think a joint's a little bit more strong than a martini because, well, some people a martini can really throw them flying, but a joint usually always takes you, gets you high, and a martini, you just feel a little bit better. You don't really get to the point where you can't drive a car or anything.
A lot of doctors, they recommend like a glass of wine or a small drink when you come home to relax, but marijuana does a little more than just relax you, I think.
One joint wouldn't do all that much unless it was pretty powerful, but I think if you just wanted to relax a little bit, that's why a lot of people smoke. Just to relax yourself a little bit. I don't say if you're disgusted, go home and get stoned, That's not the idea. But I think some people drink socially, they call it, but I think a lot of adults drink just because drinks are going around.
Really not much different than teenagers.
I don't think so.
First of all, we live in a drug-ridden or drug-saturated society where people are taught from infancy to use a wide variety of mind-altering drugs. And older people, like many younger people, have conformed to the pressures, the massive advertising and promotion and distribution of certain drugs, the glorification of certain other drugs such as marijuana and LSD by the mass media, politicians, and drug policemen, the desire to find or at least to seek escape, relaxation, sometimes feeling, with many people essentially not being able to feel anything, a sense of socializing with other people is certainly involved, going along with the crowd. Again, I think we're taught that we cannot have a good time, cannot find happiness or significance in life without depending on one or more mind-altering drugs. People don't have parties without drugs. the cocktail party, of course, being the most common group drug experience in American society. And they have accepted, in essence, I think as a summary answer to the question, the adult world and an increasing number of young people as well have accepted and are living the industrial slogan of better living through chemistry.